Hi, shelf 18 now on the last unit. Quite a few on this one. This will probably take a little while, this video, but hopefully it won't go on too long. Hi everyone, 18 shelf coming up now. There's quite a few on this one. Hopefully it won't take too long. I'll try and keep it under 20 minutes this one, but I'm trying not to talk too much about them. There's the Return of the Killer Tomatoes. I've seen the original Attack of the Killer Tomatoes, which I thought was okay. Didn't really like this one that much. It felt a bit too spoofy to me, but you know, it was okay. It was not great though. The Region 1 version of The Return of the Living Dead, a great film there. One of the best, I think, of like the 80s zombie films. Some good comedy in that as well. Comedy that actually worked as well, and you know, good performances. Linnea Quigley was in it as well, and you know, really decent. That really enjoy it. Return of the Living Dead Part 2, downgraded to a 15 certificate now in the UK. That is more comedy than the first as well. I still enjoyed it. It's still a really great zombie film. You know, proper good 80s feel about it. I think I did slightly prefer the first one more than this, but this was still a great film. And then Return of the Living Dead Part 3, which is I really enjoyed this one. This is a great one. Very serious. So not one even bit of comedy. There's not even one line of comedy. It was a proper full-on serious film. It's an unusual story as well. Because what is it? She like dies, and I think is the guy's her dad or the guy's dad, the boyfriend's dad, works in like this lab or something. And when she gets killed anyway, and her boyfriend brings her back, but she's got obviously like a zombie. She's got sort of zombie feelings and that, you know, and she has to sort of keep piercing herself to stop you know, to sort of kill the thirst, otherwise she'll kill him. And it was really good. That was a really good film. I really enjoyed it. Really gory as well in parts, that one. So. And this is the Return of Swamp Thing. I got the French release. It's my French is not that great. It's Le Retour de la Creature de la Gonne. That's French. I'm sorry for any French people watching. That's probably a horrendously bad accent, but yeah, this is the Return of the Swamp Thing. Really liked it. It's a good cheesy one. Some great monsters in it, monster effects. I think I enjoyed it more than the first as well, because it was a bit more, you know, it was more of a comedy, this one, and I think it worked more than the first one, so, you know, it's decent. Return to Horror High, got an early appearance for George Clooney in it. I think he plays like a policeman or something, I don't know, something like that. But this is an okay slasher film, not bad. The Revenant. Not watched this yet. It's supposed to be decent now, but I've not seen it before. Stephen King's Riding the Bullet. That wasn't bad, you know. I think it was like a ghost story. So I was riding riding a roller coaster. But yeah, same slipcase. It sort of comes out from the bottom as well. Not really like them ones that come out from the bottom, but there you go. The film itself wasn't too bad. Mick Garris directed it. Decent director. It does have a few Stephen King things in, but you know, it was pretty creepy. Quite an effective film. Not great though. Ring, which is the Japanese one, sort of the one that sort of started the trend of Japanese horror. Really, this film, wasn't it? This is the one that you know, sort of opened people's eyes, if you like, to the Japanese horror, and it was you know, it was a great film. That really enjoyed it. Ring 2, which I didn't really like that one, funnily enough. I don't know why. I couldn't quite put a finger on it really, but didn't enjoy that one at all. And Ring Zero, which I really like that one. That was like the story of Sadako when she was like, you know, sort of in the teenage years. You know, sort of almost like bit like Carrie in some respect, where she was like an outcast a bit, you know, when she was getting bullied a bit and stuff, and she had like psychic powers. But yeah, that was decent. I enjoyed that one. The Ring 2, which is the American one, the American release. I haven't got the American remake yet. I've just got the sequel. But the American remake was a decent film. This one I haven't watched yet. Picked one up fairly recently. I don't know if it's any good or not, but I didn't like the Ring 2, the Japanese one, so hopefully this one will be a bit better. The Ring Virus, which is a Korean one. Yeah, it was like a Korean sort of homage to the Ring. I didn't really like this one that much. It was, you know, a bit dragged a bit. The Rite, which is a fairly recent film, one with Anthony Hopkins. He has to go like training to be an exorcist or something. It's like sort of a modern version of The Exorcist almost, isn't it? It's nothing like as good as that film. It was okay. Anthony Hopkins did his best in the role as well. Road Train, didn't really like that one much either. That was a bit, you know, Roadkill, but not as good. Roadkill, really like this one. Watched it quite a few times. Ended up having to buy it because it's been on TV quite a lot, but you know, I do really like this one. I think it's a really good sort of, you know, sort of like a mad guy chasing him in a truck sort of movie. Decent, I liked it. Roadkill 2 I've not watched yet, but don't got any of the original cast in it or anything. Got 18 ratings on, so it's likely to just be like a gore fest. I think I've not seen it before. So Roma Santa, which is the werewolf hunt. Supposed to be based on a true story about a guy who thought he was a werewolf, killing people, and we kept saying he was like sort of they reckon he was mad or something, and he was actually human, but he thought he was a wolf. I don't know. It was okay. It was more drama than anything. It wasn't bad. Roman Polanski's classic, Rosemary's Baby. Didn't like this when I first saw it, but it's one that if you repeat viewings, it's really, really good. It's a really, really good film. That yes, if you give it a chance, might take a couple of views, but I really, really like it. I think it's a classic now. So Rottweiler, a bit like that film Man's Best Friend, really, but this one's not as good. Brian Yuzna did it, but I preferred Man's Best Friend to that. The Ruins. A lot of people talk about this one. I've not watched it yet, so I have to give it a view. The Runestone, like a really cheesy sort of monster flick. So it was passable. This is Sakuya the Demon Slayer, which is like a really, really bat crazy Japanese film. Best way to describe it is like Power Rangers with demons almost. She's the bad guy's like a witch there. She's the bad guy in it. Really bizarre special effects like a cat demon. It's basically like a bloke wearing a stuffed cat's head. It's really, really bizarre film. Like really, really cheesy effects. She's enjoyable, but you have to be into proper like sort of over the top Japanese stuff to like it. I do like that. I mean, it was good. The Salem's Lot. There's the original one with David Soul. I really love this film. This is a great vampire film. It's about 3 hours long, I think, this version. I suppose there's a 5-hour version doing around somewhere. Never seen that before. This is, pretty long, but it never feels long. You can sit and watch it in one sitting, and it, it's one of them sort of mini-series that doesn't seem to have any draggy parts into me. I really enjoy it. Good mini-series there. Sand Sharks, another one sort of like low-budget sort of creature features. It was okay for what it was. Not too bad. Santa Sleigh, which I was watching on Christmas, funnily enough, being it's like a Santa one anyway, but it is very tongue-in-cheek. It's got some good one-liners in here. Some good, some decent kills in it as well, funny kills as well. Worth watching if you watch it just before Christmas. It gets you in the Christmas spirit, just for me anyway. Satan Returns, which is like a Japanese one. I'd never really heard of this film when I ordered it. I was really into Asian horror, and I've seen this cheap, and I'd never heard of it before. And it was decent. It was okay. It was hard to describe really, but it's sort of a bit like The Matrix with sort of zombies and that, if that makes any sense. Some like really good combat, fighting scenes in it and that. It's also about the woman who's the new Antichrist or something like that, or second coming of Satan, it's supposed to be, or something like that. And I think she's carrying like the new Messiah or something, and all these monsters, the zombies are trying to kill her and that to kill the baby and that. It's decent, it's not bad. Satan's Dog, I think I spoke about this in an update recently. I managed to get it on the shelf, so we don't need to say anything about that one. Satan's Little Helper, that's a really good little indie slasher, that film. It's like got a really good Halloween atmosphere. It's worth checking out, that one. Save the Green Planet, it's a really crazy Japanese one. But this guy, he thinks like his boss is an alien or something, and no one believes him, so he kidnaps him, tortures him, tries to get him to confess he's an alien, basically. Really crazy film, worth checking out. Saw, everyone's heard of that, don't need to talk about them at all. That's the Region 1 version. And got Saw 2, which I thought was decent. Saw 3, the Extreme Edition, another one wasn't too bad. Saw 4, that was the one I didn't really like that one very much, Saw 4. It started dropping off a bit after this. Saw 5, didn't really think that much of that either. Saw 6, the Extreme Edition of that. That was okay, it wasn't too bad. Saw the Final Chapter, that's the one I think the guy from Linkin Park was in, that Chester Bennington. That wasn't too bad, I thought that was okay, so that was one of the better of the newer ones. The one here I picked up is Sawney Flesh of Man. I've not watched this yet. I saw the trailer, looked really good. It's like based on the Sawney Bean clan, what the Texas Chainsaw Man, not Texas Chainsaw, Hills of Eyes, the clan that the Hills of Eyes was based on. So it's like based on a Scottish clan called the Sawney Bean one, like cannibals. This is basically like an updated version of them, like set in modern times. It's got a nice slip grade. Same cover, it's nice, you know, metallic slip grade. I thought was quite nice, but not watched it yet, but it's supposed to be pretty decent. It's Cronenberg Scanners, really good. One of Cronenberg's better films, I think that was as well. And Scanners 3, which is Scanners 3: The Takeover. Not watched that one yet, but by all accounts it's not supposed to be that great. Haven't got Scanners 2 yet though. I've seen it before though. I thought Scanners 2 was okay, but I'll have to pick that one up. Scar, pretty poor like Saw clone. Good thing it's in 3D. They bought the 3D version, got the glasses in there for it. You know, the 3D is effective, but the film's not that great. Scarecrow Gone Wild. Pretty typical Scarecrow on the Loose film. If you like them sort of films, not bad. You know, it's decent. And Scarecrow Slayer, you know, some more of the same. Tony Todd's in this one though. That's, you know, some good pulling power. That's, I think Tony Todd is he's decent in the horror genre. He's a good actor. Makes that one, you know, a bit better than usual. Scared to Death. She's like I think early 80s was it, this one? I think the sequel as well. I think I've got on a compilation somewhere called Singe and All, which is the sequel. This is the original one. It was decent. I liked it. Good film. The first Scream, everyone's heard of that. Pretty good, like the Scream films. Scream 2, yeah, not as good as the first, still decent. Scream 3, yeah, same as the second, really, not too bad. And then we've got Scream of the Banshee on here as well. There's another one of them After Dark originals. Not watched this one yet. I had this one as a present, birthday present, to not watch it yet, but Lance Henriksen's in it, should be decent. Season of the Witch. Excuse me. Yeah, the Nicolas Cage, Ron Perlman one. I really liked this. I thought it was really good. Bet the transporting a witch or something. Well, someone who's accused of being a witch, transporting her to this like monastery to do tests on her. Basically, they have to sort of like, you know, guard her while she's in like being caged up. They have to guard her. These two guys here, these like ex-soldiers, have to you know, accompany her to this monastery. It's a decent film. Obviously, you know, things happen on the way and that. Good film, worth watching. Seconds Apart, another After Dark original, not watched that yet either. Seven, the 2-disc one, I think I've talked about that in an update recently. Signs, which is a really good sort of like alien sort of type film. These people live on a farm and aliens come and basically they're like sort of hiding from them and that. It was, you know, it was okay, wasn't bad, wasn't brilliant. Silence of the Lambs, yeah, this is really good. I don't think it's as good as people make out to be. Now it's still won Oscars and all sorts, hasn't it? But it was good performances, but I do like it, just not as good as everyone makes it. Silent Hill, I really like this film. I thought it captured the you know, the sort of atmosphere of the game really well. I'm good to see like Pyramid Head in it. He was always one of the freakiest characters in there. You know, I really liked it. It was great. Sean Bean was in it as well, but he didn't have that much of a role. It was good, you know. He wasn't really. You know, he could have sort of not been in the film. He wouldn't really notice, would you? But you know, he did well. I think with what he had. But it was really good. I like that. Christopher Gans as well, good director. Silent Hill Revelation. Not watched this one yet. Sort of waiting for a bit of time to watch this one. This one's supposedly really good as well, but you know, we'll see what it's like. A really underrated werewolf film there. Stephen King's Silver Bullet. Love this film. Seen it a few times. Really good. Great werewolf film. Worth checking that one out. The Sin Eater, starring the late Heath Ledger. Yeah, it's more like almost like sort of like a murder type thing in like a monastery. Sort of reminded me a bit like that in The Name of the Rose a bit, but with like a supernatural element to it. But that was decent. I liked it. The Skeleton Key. That's like a story about like Ghost of a Slave or something. I think it was or something. It was alright. Wasn't too bad. Skeleton Man. A horrendously bad film. So horrendous, I think I laughed at it a lot of time. Really bad effects as well. It's basically like, it looks like a guy in a cloak with a skeleton mask on. That's basically it. It's really bad, you know. Worth watching if you want to laugh, but don't bite for God's sake. So, Skew. Another one of them sort of like camcorder found footage type films. You know, not bad for what it is. Skinned Alive. This was pretty good actually. It was like almost a bit Texas Chainsaw Massacre, a sort of a bit like Texas Chainsaw Massacre, a little bit like The House of a Thousand Corpses, sort of similar to that, like a low budget version. Completely deranged family in it and that. Yeah, it was decent. It's that cheap, worth picking up that. Skin Deep, which I really love this film. I mean, a lot of people hate it. It's had a lot of hate. people saying it's ridiculous, it's stupid. I really liked it. I thought it was very tongue-in-cheek. There's some really, really mental bits in here. And Warwick Davis is in this, and he plays a character called Plates, and his actual weapon is throwing plates, which is like really funny. He's like really inept as well. He's like just, you know, people are trying to kill him, he's lobbing plates at them. It's so funny. I really, really liked it. And this character here, he was brilliant in it. He's on the back there. He's like called the Surgeon General. In my eyes, he wasn't in the film enough. He's such a great character, you know, and I'm surprised he's never had a sequel to this, because they could have had all the same crazy characters. It would have been good. I really liked it anyway. So it does get a lot of hate, but I thought it was really good. Skinwalkers, it's like a werewolf movie. Yeah, it's decent. It wasn't too bad. Slashers, which is like it's like a Japanese sort of game show thing where it's an American film, but it's like sort of Japanese sort of setting, like a Japanese game show, and basically got these people called the Slashers, like 3 characters. These people are loose in this like sort of arena thing, and these three nutters like killers are trying to kill him. It's like done for TV. It's like a reality show thing. It's it's decent. I thought it was okay. You pick it up quite cheap as well now. The Slaughter, not seen that yet. You know, I've watched the trial, didn't like the look of it. So the uncut version of Slaughter High. Pick this one up. The Region 1 copy of this. I have watched this before, really liked it, but I haven't actually watched this version. I've never seen it uncut, so I'll be interested to see what's missing, you know, out of my old version to this. So I'm looking forward to watching that. Slaughtered, I think this is an Australian one, like an Australian slasher film set in like a bar. Not watched it yet. The Slayer, a bit boring. I thought it looked really good. It's got a great, you know, I don't think anyone can see that. It's like a really, really good creature on there. He literally saw the creature about the last 5 seconds of the film. That's it. Yeah, I think it's a bit boring now. It's, you know, a lot of people like it. I couldn't get into it. Sleepaway Camp 3, Teenage Wasteland. They're at the Region 1 R-rated version there. I really like this. These are good. I like Sleepaway Camps. I think I mentioned that in I did a couple of ones ago and it was on about them. So Stephen King Sleepwalkers, another really, really good Stephen King adaptation. Really like that one. Sleepy Hollow, Tim Burton's Sleepy Hollow, great atmosphere in there. I do love Tim Burton's films. He's just got some of his sets, the sets he does are brilliant, and really, really good film there. More like a mystery, but still really enjoyed it. Slither, a really, really great sort of like creature feature that. Slugs, the one based on the Sean Hudson novel. Another one that's unintentionally hilarious. I do enjoy it though. Another like proper cheesy film again. Smash Cut, not watched it yet. Got David Hess in it, never seen it before though. Snakehead Terror, this is one about the fish that sort of come out on land and start like running amok in a little village killing people. It was okay for just normal creature feature, okay though. Snakes on a Plane, great, really like that. Samuel L. Jackson, really good in it. Snakes on a Train, which sort of is like an asylum sort of spoof of that really, but it was decent in parts, but it did, it was like a typical asylum film, like a lot of gore and not much else. But it was all right. Snoop Dogg's Hood of Horror. I actually really enjoyed this. I didn't think I was going to like it. I thought it was a bit like a lot of hip hop and music and things like that. But there's some really good gore effects in there, and the stories were really good as well. I really liked the stories. I thought it was a really great little anthology that. Some Things Never Die. It's like also known as Bug Buster. Pretty tongue-in-cheek sort of killer invasion of bugs sort of type film. It was good, I liked it. Another Universal one here. Picked this one up like from a charity shop. This one, Son of Frankenstein. It's decent. Bela Lugosi, Boris Karloff in it. I think Bela Lugosi plays like Igor in it or something. It's really good, that one. One of the decent Universal film that. Finish this shelf off. Sonata, not watched it, don't know if it's any good or not, just picked it up cheap. So anyway, there's a shelf 18, just a few more to do, then I'll finish the collection. I keep on watching that, see what's coming up next, some good films still to come. Thanks for watching, see you later, bye.